take some pictures then, Sean?
I did. I took a few pictures. So, like I said, I'll be back in maybe a couple of months. But I gotta get up to Boston and meet Helen and go back on the plane with her. You do remember Helen was here today?
Today?
Helen was here today, yeah.
Yes. I don't necessarily remember everything in a structured sequence. Like all my life I did. But that's sort of collapsing slowly.
Well, she was here today and yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I remember that.
You remember that you saw her, you just don't necessarily remember that it was today. If I told you saw her last week, you'd believe me, probably.
No, things don't necessarily fit together in a structured way, like I always liked things to.
Yeah, it must be strange when you can't.
Huh?
It must be strange when you can't just set your life out in an orderly fashion. Know that this is the sequence of things.
Well, that's one of the difficulties, is ordering your life in your memory. And I think there's an element of that. Unless you deliberately commit something to memory, it won't stick there.
Like that word. Do you remember our word?
It could be true or false. Yeah, what's this that was?
I'll tell you. You're never going to remember it. You see Joanne every day, and she is a... What does Joanne do with you every day?
What does who?
Joanne?
Didn't do anything. Oh, well, she just exercised.
Right, so she's a physical therapist.
Yes. Now, she wasn't the one I was calling the name to.
Well, that's what you can never remember. You can never remember the phrase physical therapy.
Yeah, and she had nothing to do with physical therapy.
Well, she's your physical therapist.
No, she wasn't.
Okay.
No. She was Barbara's sister, or half-sister, I don't know which. Took me a while to realize I was dealing with two women.
So does Barbara sit in a wheelchair as well?
Barbara was never in a wheelchair.
No.
Not in my knowledge.
Not since
Nor,
you met her.
I only discovered or realised lately that there were probably two women involved here. One of them was like a just very cantankerous bitch who would attack me the minute I would arrive and say, "Get out of that bed," you know, kind of thing. There's somebody to be made or whatever. And yet she was a very constructive woman who had everything in the house in perfect order. And kept it going like that. So, and I realised, well, how could she be Barbara's sister? Barbara was such a nice, gentle person. And I realised, hey, I'll be dealing with two sisters here. So I asked one or other of them, I don't remember which, and they said, yeah, two of them sisters.
Sisters.
I think it was some small farming family on one of these roadways up towards Ratcool in that direction. So they were always there.
Right. You just had never met them before.
No, I've never heard of them. In fact, I still don't know their last name. Don't know her phone number. Don't know her home address.
Right. All you know is that her name is Barbara.
Yeah.
She
And
comes
even
to
that
see
I
you
wasn't
with
sure
her.
of, you know.
Well, if there's two of them, then they're partly both called Barbara.
And there might have been three of them.
Right.
No, I met her yesterday at this hurdy-gurdy that they have there. But
What hurdy-gurdy, you know?
well, all of the stuff that they've set up.
Like where you go to play games and
Yes.
stuff upstairs? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You met her up there?
I met her up there yesterday, walking along the street. And I remembered her because she was wearing a white, lightweight jacket.
Mm-hmm. Did she remember you?
Yes.
So what did you do upstairs yesterday?
Pardon?
What did you do upstairs?
Upstairs? I didn't say I was upstairs.
Oh.
I don't know what's upstairs or downstairs.
So where were you? Where were you walking?
I was walking
She was
along along the sidewalks which led you into the games sections, board games and
Yeah.
you know, superficial games, and which was mostly run by young women. Some of them were athletes, but there it was.
Some of them were what?
Huh?
Some of them were what?
Ah, it's not a nice word.